This time at the Quick Speed Shop, I finally got the rear end I need for the Model A hot rod truck. Alright, so here it is. Finally, after the fiasco you can watch on the last video where I had, this is the 4th rear end in one day I tried putting in this thing, but finally I've made it, and here's what we got. This is an 8-inch Ford rear end out of a like a 70-ish Maverick grabber. It's a V8 rear end, 5-lug. It's got, I think, 279 gears in it, open differential. I found it on Craigslist, and it happened to be 5 minutes from my house, so I went over and got it on Christmas Eve. And here it is. So what I'm going to do is I've already cut the old brake lines off it. It's 56 inches from face to face, which is an awesome width for this truck. I want to spin it upside down and grind the bottom of this housing clean and clean up the spring perches. And then we'll go and we'll throw it back in the truck and bolt it all up and mock it up, set up the pinion angle and all that, and then tack the brackets on it, and we'll go from there. What do we got here? I'll have to measure this. Yep, 10-inch brakes, and they are 2 inches wide. So we got 10 by 2 brakes. It's not too bad. And on the front, I'm going to be running 11-inch drum or rotors with the disc brake kit from Speedway to go on the Ford spindles. So this thing ought to stop pretty good. Just get a rough eyeball here and see what we see. 36. Alright, so I got to cut these old spring pads off first because I can't get these wide enough out here. Okay, got this all ground down smooth, so I'm going to wrestle this thing back up under here and set it on the pads. Then we'll put the springs back up and we'll set up our driveline angle and tack these suckers into place. Here you go, CrossFit. Oh. More CrossFit. Here we go. Whoa! Look out! Dang, bro. Bam. Alright, here we go. Now I can move this guy where it's got to be. Probably some speeds to pick it up because this jack is very precarious. Bam. Bam, that's what I'm talking about. There it is. It's installed. Ship it. I'll get this thing centered up here. Then I'll just put a couple of tacks in the pads where it's got to go. But first I'll get it side to side where it's got to be, and then you know, forward and backwards already locked in with the springs being the way they were. And then after I get it marked a good side by side, I'm going to get my angle protractor out. We'll shoot the angle of the transmission, which is leaned, if you look at the back of the transmission, leans down. So this rear end is going to be leaned up, and you want the take my gloves off so you can see my hands. So if the transmission's leaning down, you want the transmission to be leaning up at the same degrees, like a parallelogram. So the angles have to be parallel. So say you got 10 degrees down on the transmission, I'm going to want 10 degrees up on the rear end, and that'll be locked in good. So when you get the tape measure, I'm going to square this thing up, and then I'll go ahead and we'll set up the dimensions on the rear end. And what I'm going to do is come over here on the tail shaft of the transmission, which you can't see because I got to hold it this way, but I'm going to figure out the angle of the dangle. By the end of this, 3 degrees down. So the deal is, what we want over here is I want a matching angle up. Right here, if I go across these two pads with this, I'm looking at almost 5 degrees. So this pinion is up higher than the transmission's down. What I got to do is take a click out of this jack stand. We'll start down here, we'll creep up on it. It's between 2 and 3 degrees right there. And if it's like a degree shy less, the rear end's going to torque up. So it'll pick up a degree or two when you're under driving conditions. So right now it looks like I'm about at 3 actually. So it's real close right now. I think it's good enough. So I'm showing 2.5 to 3 degrees up and 2.5 to 3 degrees down. So my angle of my drive shaft and my rear end are parallel to each other, if you can see that. The rear end actually is up here because the thing's kicked up so much in the back, but it doesn't matter as long as the angles are parallel. I mean, if this was a 4-wheel drive truck, the rear end would be way down here. It doesn't matter where this is as long as these angles are parallel. So I think that's good. I've double checked from my center line here to the edge of the backing plate. I've got the same distance here to here on both sides. I'll double check that again. But I think it's time to get the welder out and tack these axle brackets on here. One final thing to do is I'm going to bolt this down so I can set this back on the wheels, and then I'll check it again to make sure it didn't change. I mean, it's not too late to cut the tacks and torque it a little bit. I'll go ahead and I'll bolt all this back together. We'll go from there. Look at that! Bam! Installed! Got the U-bolts bolted down, the shocks back slid up. My pinion angle stayed perfect. Let's throw the wheels on it and set the box on it and see how much closer it is to the box. I'm excited. Let's check it out. Get my Mopar aluminum disc here. Someday I'll get a half-inch cordless impact for this action, but for now, you're stuck watching me ratchet. All right. Bam, let's set it down. Look at that. Yeah, the tires are sucked in close to the frame now. That's just what I wanted. This is going to look fantastic. Fantastic. Let me wrestle this box back over here. Oh no, it's full of junk. What have I done? Made a mistake burying it junk when I still needed to get to it. Damn it! Try that again. So this is fantastic. It's just how I wanted it. It fits perfect. The tires are perfectly in line with where I wanted them on the wheel wells. It's awesome. If you can imagine running a fender on here, the tire would be in the fender, but the thing's channeled so much that you can't run a fender. It would hit the tire. You'd have to raise the wheel well up. But I wanted the look of this. It's tucked in perfectly with the box, so just the tires just in line with the top. There's going to be, when I put the Ford factory frame cover on here, it'll hide most of this leaf spring. But this is what I was looking for. It's perfect. It fits the bed. I'm super excited. I can't even talk. It was definitely worth getting this Maverick around. This thing is the nuts. It just made the back of the truck, dialed it right in. So I'm super excited. So another job marked down on the Model A hot rod truck. I'm going to be slamming on this thing all winter, and I want to have it back on the road in the springtime. So that's awesome. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. I'm going to put the circle bink over here in the corner of the video. Go ahead and hit it. Putting out new videos every Wednesday and Saturday, so there's always something to look forward to. And thanks for watching, and we'll see you again at the Quick Speed Shop.